The psychologist Ellen Langer did a simple but compelling experiment. In it, they demonstrated the power of the word because to trigger compliant behaviour. Would you do a favour and let someone go ahead of you when you're about to use a photocopier? Helen Langer, Arthur Blank and Benzion Chanowitz did an experiment to find out just that in 1978. They asked 120 students if they could use the photocopier just as the student was about to use it. The experimenters asked in 3 different ways. May I use the Xerox machine? Giving no reason. May I use the Xerox machine because I have to make copies? Giving no real reason. May I use the Xerox machine because I'm in a rush? Giving a good reason. When the request was a small one, the requester only had 5 sheets of paper to copy, then 9 out of 15 of the students complied without a reason. That's 60% with request number 1. With a good reason, request number 3, 15 out of 16 of the students complied. That's 94%. These figures are perhaps not surprising, but here is the surprise. When there was no real reason, request number 2, then 14 out of 15 of the students, 93%, complied. The reason itself is clearly not important. What's important is that there is a reason. And it seems that the word because triggered in the student's mind a signal that there was a reason and therefore they were prepared to oblige. So, is because powerful enough to secure compliance in all cases? Well, no. When the experimenter had a bigger request, 20 pages to copy, then they got very different results. In fact, they got the same results with no reason and with no real reason. Questions 1 and 2. In both cases, only 6 out of 25 students were prepared to oblige. That's just 24%. But when there was a real reason, then 10 out of 24 students, that's 42%, were prepared to be generous. So, because is powerful. But if you want people to oblige you with a significant request, then there has to be a good reason. So what does all this mean? Well, let's start with the one question that we hear again and again from children. Especially, of course, when we ask them to do something. Why? 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 Why is our natural response to any request, although as adults, we've learnt to suppress saying it out loud. But it doesn't matter. If we get a request and we don't know the reason why, we will think why. And you know what? Unless we get a big, juicy because to answer our internal question why, we will never be motivated to do it. It may be in the world of work that your boss asks you to do something and you think, why? And you still do it because you know it is your job or even your duty to do it. You won't do it with high levels of motivation. Because is the answer to why. And because the word why has so much power, it grants the word because an almost equal amount of power in the world of motivation. And what Langer and her colleagues discovered is that the word because is so powerful in signalling that there is a reason, if the stakes are low enough, we don't listen to any more. We don't even bother to evaluate the reason that the because gives us. So the conclusion is this. whenever you need to influence or persuade anybody, you will only ever be able to do it properly when you have a clear and juicy because. Please do give this video a like if you've learned from it and enjoyed it. I'll be creating loads more great management courses videos for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of them. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, keep learning.